All right, so today I'm going to navigate you through my professional development portfolio. It's broken up into 7 parts, but this is the main page right here, and I'll just click through each of them real quick. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on any of the sections because I'm limited on time, but we'll start out with the K-12 trends. There's only one assignment in here, and that's our Future of the Classroom Report Wakelet. Here's a link to the Wakelet I created, and it's just a bunch of resources based on that the Google Future of the Classroom report that came out. So going to the next section is Trends in Ed Tech. Trends in Ed Tech also only had one assignment, and that was our professional development. This was a PowerPoint that I created, talked about trends and different things that we can actually use, methods that we can use to do professional development. Going back to the third one, right? Professional development section here. There's 2 assignments. The first one is top 10. So these are my favorite ways of doing professional development activities, including workshops, mentoring, attending conferences, networking, that kind of stuff, job shadowing. But there's a lot more on there as well. Each one of those had its own little description. Going into our professional development curated sites, this is just some ideas on things that we can use and activities that we can do that would be beneficial when we're doing professional development activities and thinking about ways to create them and what we're going to actually implement. The next section was blended learning. So blended learning, I did a slideshow assignment on myths and truths, talked about top 5 myths and truths, and then some other stuff. There's some good information in here on all of them, but you can see it has a section for myths, truths, and then goals, strategies, and tools, a little discussion on that. Then the next section is in professional development plan. All right, so that's assignments number 5, 11, and 14. So first we did a technology needs assessment to kind of narrow down some of the things that would be beneficial and rate up how we agree and disagree in different categories of how we perform as a unit in the organization. So then we have number 11 here. And so we did a creative video and the different ways and methods for elements of a professional development plan. Broke it down in about 3 minutes on that. The last assignment in this section is the final professional development plan that I created, and this was a plan for increasing the use of technology and our efficiency in experiential learning, basically making it more impactful for our students. And it breaks it all down, talks about using the ISTE standards to leverage all that in our labs. The ISTE coaching standards plan, right? So coaching standards, that's what we hold ourselves to as educators. And looking here, you can see that there's 7 different standards. Each one of these is broken down into a summary of standards, and then I have an artifact of how something that I've done professionally has linked back to one of these standards or more of them. So there's an example of that in all of those. And then the last section is part of this class. We did 7 different reflections, including this final video reflection from the digital portfolio. But we had several of them. One couple where we watched videos and then wrote a paper or wrote a reflection about it on our website here. And then there's a couple like we did memes and stuff like that. So you can see all of that work in this section of the site.